Dear students, in last video we have solved the problems from exercise 4.2. Okay, and we have completed the question number 1 and also from question number 2 we have solved some problems. In this video also let us solve some problems from question number 2, exercise 4.4, exercise 4.2. Okay, so let us solve the example, that is evaluate the integration of sec raised to 4x with respect to x, limits of integration from 0 to pi by 4. Okay students, so to solve this problem, let I equal to integration of 0 to pi by 4 sec raised to 4x integration with respect to x. So we can write this integration as 0 to pi by 4 sec raised to 4x as sec square of x into sec square of x with respect to x. Okay students, so here by using the trigonometric formula, that is 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. Therefore, this sec square x we can convert in terms of 1 plus tan square x, and this is 1 plus tan square x into sec square of x with respect to x, limit of integration 0 to 4. Okay students, so by using such type of formula we can simplify, or we have simplified the problem. If we substitute for tan x, then sec square x dx equal to dt. Okay, and hence our problem get simplified. Okay students, so here let us substitute or put tan x equal to t. Tan x equal to t. This implies, or differentiate whatever is our substitution, differentiate with respect to x. We will get differentiation of tan x is sec square x and into dt by dx. Okay, this implies sec square x dx equal to dt. Okay, now so in question number 2 of exercise 4.2, the question number 2 is integration by substitution type of integration. Okay, 1 to 15 problems are the substitution type, and when we give substitution, at that time we have to change the limits of integration according to substitution, and it is compulsory. Okay students, so let us change the limits of integration. That is, when x equal to 0, this is the lower limit, at that time t equal to tan x. Tan x means tan 0 and tan 0 is 0. Therefore, at x equal to 0, t equal to 0. Okay, and now when x equal to pi by 4, when x equal to pi by 4, that is upper limit, t equal to tan of pi by 4, t equal to tan of pi by 4, and that is equal to 1. Therefore, when x equal to pi by 4, t equal to 1. Okay, and these are the upper limit and lower limit of the integration. Now our integration, or the required integration, I equal to required integration I equal to, that is, what is our integration? 1 plus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x, and this is 1 plus t square, because for tan x we have put it is equal to t. and sec square x dx. This is equal to dt. This is dt. Limit of integration when x equal to 0, t equal to 0, when x equal to pi by 4, t equal to 1. And this is our new required integration. Now this is equal to integration of 1 with respect to t plus integration of t square with respect to t, and limits of integration 0 to 1, that is 0 to 1. And this is equal to t x raised to n formula, x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, that's why t raised to 3 upon 3. Limits of integration 0 to 1, limits of integration 0 to 1, and this is the integration I equal to. And therefore I equal to upper limit 1 minus lower limit 0. Upper limit 1 cube upon 3 minus 0, and this is equal to 1 plus 1 by 3, and the answer is 4 by 3. The answer is 4 by 3. Okay, and hence this is the integration I equal to sec raised to 4x with respect to x 0 to pi by 4, and that answer is 4 upon 3. In this way we have to solve the problem. Okay, now let us solve another example. Another example is that evaluate the integration evaluate the integration 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x with respect to x. Students, let us consider I equal to integration of 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. So we have solved such type of problem. In this problem, so multiply at n and d by 1 minus x. Okay, we will get integration I equal to 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x into square root of 1 minus x upon 1 minus x with respect to x, and this is equal to integration 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x whole square upon square root of 1 plus x into 1 minus x with respect to x. Okay, and integration I equal to 0 to 1 square root of square, that's why its square root get cancelled, and that is 1 minus x upon square root of 1 plus x into 1 minus x, and this is a square minus b square, and that's why 1 minus x square with respect to x. Okay, now we can solve this integration, that is by separating the terms. This is first term upon denominator minus second term upon denominator. Its integration is 0 to 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square with respect to x minus x upon square root of 1 minus x square with respect to x, and 0 to 1. Students, this is the integration is of the type that is 1 upon square root of a square minus x square with respect to x, 0 to 1 upon square root of a square minus x square. Its integration is sine inverse of x by a. Okay, and therefore the integration I equal to the integration of first term a is 1 and x square is x square, and sine inverse of x. Its integration is sine inverse of x, limits of integration 0 to 1. Okay, to solve the second integration, see students, this is 1 minus x square, and if we adjust its differentiation at the numerator, then we can solve the integration easily. So what is if we adjust its differentiation at the numerator. Okay, then this will of the form that is f dash of x upon square root of f of x. We can convert in this form. Okay, and therefore the differentiation of square root of 1 minus x square. So the term that is 1 minus x square, its differentiation is minus 2x. So adjust the term at numerator, and to adjust the term at numerator, multiply and divide by 2. Okay, we will get that is 0 to 1 2x upon square root of 1 minus x square. But the differentiation is minus 2x. That's why adjust minus 2x. As we multiply here minus 2, divide here with minus 2. Minus 1 upon minus 2 or 1 upon minus 2 anyway. Okay, with respect to x. And now this is of the form integration of f dash of x upon square root of f of x. Its integration is 2 into root f of x. Its integration is 2 into root f of x. Okay, and by using this formula we can solve the integration. Okay, its integration will be, its integration is, now this is equal to integration I equal to the first term, that is sine inverse of x, limit of integration 0 to 1 minus that is plus 1 upon 2, and f dash of x upon square root of f of x, and its integration is 2 root f of x, that is 2 into root, that is 1 minus x square, and limit of integration 0 to 1. This 2 get cancel. Now put the value of upper limit and lower limit, that is sine inverse of 1 minus sine inverse of 0 plus square root of 1 minus 1 minus square root of 1 minus 0. Okay, and this is integration I equal to sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 0 is 0 plus square root of 1 minus 1 is 0, and that is square root of 1 is 1 plus minus 1, and hence integration I equal to pi by 2 minus 1. This is the integration of 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x with respect to x. This is your answer of the integration. Okay students, now let us take another example. The another example is that evaluate the integration of 0 to pi sine cube x 1 plus 2 cos x 1 plus 2 cos x into 1 plus cos of x whole square with respect to x. Okay, so this, if we observe the problem, then see one thing student here, that is this sine cube x. We can convert this sine cube x, or we can write this sine cube x as sine square x into sine x. Okay, then this sine square x, by using trigonometric formula, we can write in terms of 1 minus cos square x. Okay, so let I equal to integration of this. Now I equal to 0 to pi. So split this sine cube x as sin square x into sin x into 1 plus 2 cos x into 1 plus cos of x whole square with respect to x. The problem is passed. Okay. Now this sin square x we can convert 1 minus cos square x equal to sin square x. Therefore here I equal to 0 to pi. Sin square x we can convert in terms of 1 minus cos square x. This 1 plus 2 cos x. Then 1 plus cos of x whole square into this sin x into dx. If you observe that everywhere there is cos x, cos x, cos x, and if we put cos x equal to t, then its differentiation is minus sin x dx equal to dt. So we can solve the problem easily, or it will be simplified very easily if we give substitution for cos x. Therefore cos x equal to t, differentiate with respect to x, we will get differentiation of cos x is minus sin x equal to dt by dx, and therefore minus sin x dx equal to dt. Okay, and in this way we can simplify. Now according to our substitution, change the limits of integration. The lower limit is 0, that is when x equal to 0, cos 0 is cos 0 equal to t, and therefore t equal to 1. Okay, t equal to 1. At x equal to 0, t equal to 1. Now when x equal to pi, t equal to cos pi, and the value of cos pi is minus 1. Therefore t equal to minus 1. T equal to minus 1 at x equal to pi, at x equal to 0. Now change the limit according to the substitution. Our required integration is, that is I equal to lower limit is 0, at x equal to 0, t equal to 1, at x equal to pi, t equal to minus 1. Okay, and now the cos x equal to t, therefore this is 1 minus t square 1 plus 2t into 1 plus t whole square, and that is minus dt. Sin x dx equal to minus dt. Now students, by using property number 2, which property? That is integration f of x with respect to x 0 to a equal to, that is integration f of x with respect to x by changing or interchanging the limits of integration. This is a to 0, but there is change in sign of integration, that becomes the negative. Okay, that is negative. According to this minus dt. Okay, according to this second property, now interchange the limits of integration, that is minus 1 to 1. Then this minus, the minus sign is there, and that is minus sign is there, and integration, because of interchanging the limits of integration, the sign of integration gets changed, that is minus into minus, that will become plus, and this is 1 minus t square 1 plus 2t into 1 plus t square is 1 plus 2t plus t square with respect to t, and now this is minus minus become plus according to this property. Therefore integration I equal to minus 1 to 1. So let us solve the first two bracket. 1 into 1, that is 1 into 2t plus 2t minus t square minus 2 into 2t into t square minus 2t raised to 3. Okay, and now into 1 plus 2t plus t square with respect to t. Again solve the remaining two brackets, that is integration I equal to minus 1 to 1. This is 1 into 1. So after multiplying with 1, the second bracket will be as it is, 1 plus 2t plus t square. Now multiply with plus 2t into 1, that is plus 2t, 2 into 2, that is plus 4t square, then 2t into t, that is 2t cube, minus t square into 1, that is minus t square, minus 2t cube, minus t square into 2t minus 2t cube, minus t raised to 2 into t square, that is minus t raised to 4. Now multiply with this 2t raised to 3 minus 2t raised to 3 into 1, that is minus 2t raised to 3, minus 2 into plus, that is minus 4 t raised to 4. Okay, then minus 2t cube into t raised to 4, that is minus 2t raised to 5, and whole with respect to t. Now simplify the terms, we will get integration I equal to minus 1 to 1, limits of integration. This 1 will be as it is. Okay, now the term of coefficient of t, this 2t, okay, 2t, 4t, okay, and that's why this is 4t, this is plus 4t. Now the term containing or term with t square, okay, this is t square plus 4t square minus t square. So this t square plus t square get cancelled. So 4t square. This is 4t square. Okay. Now with t cube terms, this 2t cube minus 2t cube get cancelled, and this is minus 2t cube minus 2t cube. Okay, now t raised to 4 minus 4t raised to 4. This is minus t raised to minus 5t raised to t raised to 4. Okay, now this minus 2 raised to 5, that will be as it is, and integration with respect to t. Now evaluate the integration by using x raised to n formula, integration of x raised to n with respect to x. So the integration of each term, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms, and integration I equal to, that is integration of 1 is t plus integration of 4 t square upon 2 plus this 4 as a constant, integration of t square is t raised to 3 upon 3 minus 2 is a constant, integration of t raised to 3 is t raised to 4 upon 4 minus 5 as a constant. Integration of t raised to 4 is t raised to 5 upon 5, minus 2 as a constant. Integration of t raised to 5 is t raised to 6 upon 6. Limit of integration minus 1 to 1. Okay, and now this is equal to, the upper limit is 1, so put the upper limit, that is 1. 4 by 2 is 2, upper limit is 1, that is 2. Then this is 4 by 3, okay, minus this is 2 by 4 means 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. 5 get cancelled, this is minus 1, and this minus 1 by 3. Okay, see students, 1, 2, 4 by 3, minus 1 by 2, minus 1, minus 1 by 3. Okay, now minus lower limit, put the lower limit, t equal to minus 1, t equal to minus 1, plus 4 by 2 is 2, 2 into minus 1 square is plus 2. Okay, now 4 by 3 as it is, plus 4 by 3 as it is, t raised to 3 is minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1, minus 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, t raised to 4 is 1. Okay, then minus t raised to 5 is minus 1 raised to 5 is minus 1, minus 1 by 3, t raised to 6 minus 1 raised to 6 is 1. Now limit of integration I equal to, this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Okay, here the LCM is 6, so 2 3s are 6, 6 here multiply with 6, 6 2s are 12, plus 4 into 2 8, minus 3 into 1 minus 3, minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2. See, the LCM is, the two terms get cancelled. LCM is 6, so 6 2s are 12. Here multiply with 2, multiply with 6, multiply with 2, multiply with 3, multiply with 2. So 6 2s are 12, plus 4 2s are 8, minus 3 1s are 3, minus 2 1s are 2. Okay, and this is by putting upper limit. Now by putting lower limit, the values are, that is minus 1, plus 2, minus 4 by 3, minus 1 by 2, minus plus 1, and minus 1 by 3. Okay students, so let us solve it. Its calculation is, that is 12 plus 8, 20, 20 minus 5, and that is 15 by 6. This is 15 by 6. This is minus, here also the LCM is 6, here 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 1 by 1. So this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. LCM is 6. Okay, LCM is 6, multiply here with 6, here with 2, here with 3, here with 2. Okay, so 6 2s are 12. Okay, minus 4 2s are 8, minus 3 1s are 3, minus 2, and the calculations here, that is 15 by 6, 12 minus 8, that is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, 1, see here students, minus 8, minus 3, minus 11, minus 11, minus 13 plus 12, this is minus 1 by 6, and minus, this is minus minus becomes plus, and this is 16 by 6. Integration I equal to 16 by 6, because this is minus minus plus 15 plus 1 is 16 upon 6, and the answer is 8 by 3. The answer is 8 by 3, and it is the integration of 0 to pi sine cube of x into 1 plus 2 cos of x into 1 plus cos of x whole square with respect to x. Students, the problem is very simple, but it is very vast, and that's why the calculations are also lengthy, and very carefully we have to calculate. Okay, but in this way, if we calculate carefully, then there is no mistake in our answer. Okay, students, in this way we have to solve the problem. Now, okay students, and in last video I have given some problems you as a homework. Students, please solve these homework problems and send it to me on my WhatsApp, and also send your difficulties.